I'm Roser López Espinosa. I'm a dancer and a choreographer from Barcelona, and I'm lucky to work and travel worldwide with my work. Maybe I'll start again. I'll start again. I would say flow work, acrobatic, and playful. Yeah, besides November, which is a piece that I cherish, I could tell you about Lowland La Stol de Flock. It's a project where I worked on the migrations of birds. So how, as human beings and with our body, how we can work with lightness and the possibilities of flying, but also in teamwork. So we managed to endure something as huge as a migration, like birds do. And this is a project I started in 2012 with a duet that we premiered in 2013, which is Lowland, the lowland and the longing for flying. And then I've been working on that for 10 years. It became a group piece and it became the national dance production in my country. And I kept working on it, and now it's a Scottish Dance Theatre performing it as the Flock. So it's a project that has been lasting for years, and that I could deepen into the work and into the conceptual world. I think it's really nice to have the chance to work on something for so long. When I'm based in Barcelona, so that's where the company and the team is based. And we work as a small company of a group of collaborators that we've been working together for years. And then there are different collaborators spread all over Europe. So I work with a fantastic designer from Sweden and a dramaturg from Serbia and a composer from the Netherlands, and the dancers are from Barcelona. So we create these bonds and lines of work to manage to work even when we are spread, we create the meeting points. But the base is in Barcelona, and there I have the studio. I'm associated artist of a creation center, it's called La Caldera. And then I've been a resident artist with theaters like Mercat de les Flors, which is the big dance house. But I still look for residencies and we rehearse here and there. And then I create or I work with bonds in different countries or centers in different countries, especially with the Netherlands, where I studied. So I've been working in creation centers there. And this is on one side, there is the work I do with my team and the productions that we do. Normally it's one every 2 years, something like this, so that we have time to develop and to tour. And on the other side, I collaborate with companies internationally. So I've been working with Skånes Dance Theater in Sweden, the Zagreb Dance Company in Croatia, Scottish Dance Theatre, or Mir Dance Company in Germany. So this is a different side. It's what gives me the possibility to work with big companies that have their structure, fantastic team of dancers, and that they give me carte blanche to create a piece with all the possibilities and all the facilities. So on one side, I keep the structure of an independent choreographer, which is a small structure, a very tight bond of a team that we work for it. And And on the other side, these possibilities of working with big structures. So where you can work on the creative part, but there's all the production is already ready. So I think I combine the two worlds. I still know what it's like to work with a small team and where we all do a lot of work and that we sustain, like a very small team sustains a lot of work. And the big companies. Okay, so can I cheat? And I will say four people.
Use all.
So from my country, I would say Àngels Margarit. She's like a very strong woman, very sharp and has kind of a mathematical way of organizing choreography, but also very feminine side, Mediterranean. And then there's Maria Muñoz, which is also a woman I like very much, also a very strong woman. And she works more into the depths of the soul and a bit more animality. Then Anna Teresa Kersmacher, the choreographer of Rosas. It's been a big influence for me because I have also this passion for organizing choreography and this way of composing with motifs and variations, and also the way she works with space and big formations. And I also very much like Linda Capetania, from like a strong, powerful woman with skills and a body that she can do everything. It's a powerhouse. Well, contemporary dance, I would say that is something as big and it includes such a big range as music. I would say as modern music. It has lots of different subgenres inside. So I think it's very hard to give it a label because it can be lots of things. But I would say, like, for sure they can see things that are quite unique, that have to do with the singularities of the dancers. They might see something that is very powerful with a lot of running and jumps and flow work and acrobatic elements, as it can be something that is very silent and that works with very stretched, long tempos. Works where the presence is very important. So you will see the people on stage and something happening. I would invite people to dare to go, because it's like when you go to a concert, that sometimes you go to see bands because you really know those bands or that artist, so you know what to expect. But it's very good to discover also other bands. So especially once you find some kind of style that you like, it's good if you start seeing the relations with different companies that work with similar concepts but maybe slightly different ways of looking at them, so that you can broaden your perspective on things. But you can see like big concerts with lots of dancers, 12 dancers composing in space, and really you can see the music on stage. Or you can see dance that is very close to circus, no? These places where circus and dance meet, and some more conceptual work that it looks like you're seeing a living painting. I think you can expect a big variety of things, and there's dance for the taste of everyone. Because of a necessity. Because I also tried to have a serious job, but I didn't manage to arrive to a job because on the way I already realized I wouldn't be happy. So I danced because I really need it. Like since I was a kid, I was in gymnastics, then I was dancing. When I was a kid, I was one of those kids you see that they are in the street always doing cartwheels and handstands and running and jumping, like since older age, always climbing. And so I have a huge need of moving, and it's the way I think. So it became quite like obvious that I needed to move in order to be able to think and to be happy and to be centered and to feel grounded. So I've studied, I went to university, I like reading and studying a lot. But in my case, I realized that there were lots of things I'm interested in. I love literature, I love language, I love sociology. I'm constantly reading and studying, but I couldn't see myself working 8 hours a day on any of those professions and being happy. So it became really obvious that I needed to be in the studio. And I am the happiest when I can imagine worlds, like how can we move and how we can create these relationships, and how can we let our bodies approach or become, or how can we imagine our bodies moving differently, or kind of relationships we can establish with one another. In my case, it became quite obvious because I wasn't sure from the beginning that I wanted to be a dancer, and for sure I wasn't sure I wanted to become a choreographer. I just knew that I loved dancing and that was a dream. And how life went, I ended up doing it because any other options were not good for me in a deep way. I think I would say somebody creative. It's like imagination going on. And that you can see from the outside, or it might not be very apparent, but it's inside me happening. And in the outside, probably somebody quite energetic, because you need to canalize all that energy, and that's why we dance, because it's a way we can bring it outside and give it a shape. Maybe like that, but it could also be somebody that is very quiet, that looks very calm, but in the inside there is a huge world of ideas. To persist, to keep true on the wishes and on the longings, the desires. Always like what is moving you? What is the reason? What moves you? Why do you feel the urge to work on some subject or some physical task? What is it? And to keep true to that, and then to follow it and keep calm and persist. Because I think that there's many other serious jobs. Things are not easy, and sometimes you have the eureka moment that all the ideas come together and you find something. That's it. But that's a little instant of a whole process. So for the rest, you need to keep working. And as long as you keep true to that longing, that's like a compass that helps you find the way through. I think I would jump and roll and turn, but I'm a bit handicapped today. Yeah, maybe I can do just one turn, but on the other leg.
You can do what you want.
I would go like this. Ow, I can't. No, maybe. Maybe that's it for today.
Thank you, Roser.
For the turn, do a close up because I went off balance.
Perfect.
Because there are many moments that